the top 10 most powerful in the world by 2025, with Western dominance waning and China rising. Which country will be the most powerful in the world by 2025? Let's find out. France. France is traditionally considered a great power and is currently the only Western country to be a major player in both the EU and NATO. It has a nuclear arsenal of 290 warheads, and is one of the 2 countries in the world that can conduct nuclear strikes within the EU. While its economy isn't as large as some other nations on this list, its GDP per capita is very high, and thanks to its status as a nuclear power, its military budget is only going to increase in the coming years. All of these factors should ensure that France remains a major player on the world stage for years to come. South Korea is an economic powerhouse with the 10th largest economy in the world. What makes it stand out is how quickly it has grown. Just over 50 years ago, it was a poor, isolated agrarian country. But today it's a global leader in technology and innovation, with companies like Samsung, Hyundai, and LG dominating their respective industries. Its military capabilities have also grown in recent times, as it faces an ever-present threat from North Korea. While its army may not be as large as its neighbors, it does have the 8th largest defense budget in the world. All of these factors point towards South Korea being a major player in 2025 and beyond. Number 8. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is a country that needs no introduction. The birthplace of Islam and home to Mecca and Medina. It's a religious powerhouse, but it's also an economic powerhouse with the 19th largest economy in the world. It's the top oil producer in the world and wields enormous power over the global oil market. This wealth has been used to build a formidable military capability that includes some of the most advanced fighter jets and missile defense systems in the world. And unlike many of the countries on this list, Saudi Arabia isn't afraid to use its military might. The recent conflict in Yemen is a prime example of this. Whether you love them or hate them, one thing you have to admit about the Saudis is that they are unafraid to flex their muscles on the world stage. Indonesia is a country that often gets overlooked but shouldn't. The world's 4th most populous country has a rapidly growing economy that will soon rival that of its neighbors. Its strategic location in Southeast Asia gives it considerable power over the region's trade routes, and it has close ties to both China and the United States. Indonesia is also a major player in the Muslim world, and could emerge as a leader of the global jihad against the West. With all of these factors in mind, it's easy to see why Indonesia could be a major power player in 2025 and beyond. Number 6. India. India is a country that needs no introduction. The world's 2nd most populous country is home to a rapidly growing economy, a young and educated workforce, and a large pool of highly skilled tech workers. In recent years, India has emerged as a major player in the global tech scene, with companies like Tata Consultancy Services, Infosys, and Wipro providing a wide range of IT services to businesses around the world. But India's rise to prominence isn't just limited to the tech sector. Its economy is one of the fastest growing in the world, and its military is increasingly capable. With all of these factors in mind, it's easy to see why India could be a major power player in 2025 and beyond. Turkey is a country that has emerged as a major player in world politics in recent years. Under the leadership of President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, Turkey has become increasingly assertive on the world stage, whether it's in its support for the Palestinian cause or its willingness to confront Russia over Syria. Turkey is a country that shouldn't be underestimated. With a rapidly growing economy, a young population, and a strategic location between Europe and the Middle East, Turkey has the potential to be a major power player in 2025 and beyond. However, it's important to note that Turkey's future trajectory will depend heavily on the leadership of President Erdogan. If he can continue to maintain stability and growth, then Turkey will likely continue to be a major player in world politics. But if he loses power or becomes increasingly autocratic, then Turkey could very well implode. Number 4. Iran is a country that has been on the fringes of Western media attention in recent years due to its nuclear program and support for various militant groups in the region. But Iran is a country that has a lot more to offer than just conflict. With a rapidly growing economy, a young population, and a strategic location in the Middle East, Iran has the potential to be a major power player in 2025 and beyond. However, it's important to note that Iran's future trajectory will depend heavily on its ability to manage its nuclear program and relations with the West. If Iran can reach a deal with the P5+1 and begin to reintegrate itself into the global economy, then it could emerge as a major power player in 2025. But if Iran continues to be seen as a pariah state, then it will likely remain on the fringes of international politics. Japan is an economic powerhouse with the third largest economy in the world. It's also a technological powerhouse with companies like Toyota, Sony and Panasonic dominating their respective industries. In recent years, Japan has emerged as a major player in the global tech scene. But Japan's strength doesn't just lie in its economy and technology. It also has the third largest military in the world and is home to a large number of highly trained and educated workers. With all of these factors in mind, it's easy to see why Japan will continue to be a major power player in 2025 and beyond. Number 2. China. China is the world's second largest economy and is on track to overtake the United States as the world's largest economy by 2028. It's also the world's largest military spender and has the largest standing army in the world. With a rapidly growing economy and a massive military, China is a country that shouldn't be underestimated. In recent years, China has become increasingly assertive on the world stage, whether it's in its territorial disputes in the South China Sea or its support for North Korea. China is a country that is clearly on the rise and will continue to be a major power player in 2025 and beyond. United States. The United States is the world's largest economy and is home to the world's most powerful military. With a strong economy and a powerful military, the US is a country that shouldn't be underestimated. In recent years, the US has emerged as a major player in the global tech scene with companies like Apple, Microsoft and Google dominating their respective industries. But the US's strength doesn't just lie in its economy and technology. It also has a large number of highly trained and educated workers and a tradition of innovation and entrepreneurship. With all of these factors in mind, it's easy to see why the US will continue to be a major power player in 2025 and beyond.